Hey guys, it's me, Lakeisha from OurLipsAreMoving.com, and I am so excited to be here with you. I am going to give you a massive kick in the butt today because I think it's really important that you get off your behind and really get into the flow of making massive fucking shifts in your life right here, right now, today. So guys, if you are new to me, I am Lakeisha Corbett, and I am a mindset coach for tenaciously driven women who are ready to create massive amounts of success for themselves. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so whether you guys are watching this live or the replay, say hey, let me know if you have any questions, let me know if anything resonates with you, all that jazz. Hey Sarah, how's it going? I'm so proud of you, by the way. I saw your post. Okay, so I was sitting here and I'm writing out my big vision and I'm thinking about the next chapter for my life and what I actually want that to look like. And I'm writing that, I make $200,000 to speak on stages. I get paid to travel around the world speaking to people. I do commencement speeches at colleges. I've been featured on Oprah. I've been interviewed by Tony Robbins, Gary Vee, like all this stuff. I'm writing out my big vision. I'm writing out what I want my life to look like. And I really want to start to incorporate speaking and all that thing and really influencing the masses in my platform. And the reason why I'm bringing all this up to you is not just to, talk about myself, but to tell you what happened next. So for the past few days, that's what I've been working on. And I literally was sitting there and I was just like, well, how the hell am I going to do this? You don't know Oprah. You don't know Gary Vee. You don't know Tony Robbins. I didn't even graduate from school. So how the hell am I even going to give a commencement speech? And at first, I kind of felt paralyzed by all the things that I could, all the ways that I could possibly make it happen. I got stuck on the how. I got stuck on how I'm actually going to make this my reality. And I realized that this is what my clients are talking about. That this is what is really keeping people back from taking massive fucking action and creating massive amounts of success for themselves. They get stuck on the how. And as I sat there and I was fucking confused about how I was going to make all these big things come true, I could have easily just sat there and said, whatever. Maybe I can just watch a marathon of The Big Bang Theory or fucking Friends and it'll eventually just come to me. It'll fucking hit me. And the reality is that you don't need to know how, that we're using how as an excuse. We're using how as a crutch. We're literally allowing this concept of how to hold us back, to allow us to just take a break, to allow us to just put it out into the future. I would have become a fucking superstar. I would have been a rap mogul, but I don't know how. I would have been, a top model, but I don't know how. I would have my own clothing line, but I don't know how. I would be a multimillionaire. I would have stock in Facebook, but I don't know how. Or just whatever, we keep putting out these dreams that we want, and then we say, I don't know how. And that lets us off the hook. It lets us off the hook of ever figuring out how. And I'm here to tell you that that is not how you actually fucking do things. You literally have to start saying, I'm open to figuring it out. I'm open to see that I am a resourceful person. I am open to the multiple ways that this could work out for me. Literally. And the only 3 things you ever need to know is what you want and get crystal clear on what that is. Literally. When I was writing out my vision today, maybe I should post it or something like that. I wrote out, oh my God, Lakeisha, I am so freaking proud of you. You did amazing at that Harvard commencement speech. Oh my God, you literally moved the people to tears. They will forever remember this moment. Oh my God, Lakeisha, you were fucking phenomenal on Oprah's Soul Cycle, on Oprah's Soul Series. So many people shared, retweeted. That was her most popular segment ever. Literally, I went into massive details about what that looked like, about what that would feel like for me, so that I could tap into that version of myself. And number two, you need to know why you want the thing. So again, number one, get crystal clear about what it is that you want in life. Number two, get crystal clear about why. Why do I want this thing? Because I feel like for me, there wasn't many people in the world who were talking about success and creating the life that you love in the way that I'm doing it. I felt like the answer, I felt like I was raised in the generation of, hey, Jamila, how's it going? I feel like I was raised in the generation of you go to school, you get a degree, you get a job, you retire at 65, then you get to live your life. Whereas now, as you know, things are actually changing, as technology is changing, as business is changing, as entrepreneurship is at an all-time high. I want people to understand that that may not be the route for them, and that that's okay. You don't have to feel like you're a failure because you didn't graduate from college. Although I do believe in the power of education, and I am always constantly learning and investing in myself, I want to make that clear. But I feel like we need to stop putting restraints on people. And that's when people get caught up in the how. That's when people are just like, well, I'm not good in school and I never was fucking good at math, so I'm just going to do nothing. And that was how I felt. I dropped out of school because I wasn't good at math. I wasn't good at science. And that's all I really have left for my degree. And it became one of those things where it was just like, damn, like, I guess I'm never going to be able to teach English. I wanted to be an English teacher. I guess I'm never going to be able to do this thing because I can't pass this class. So I might as well just like go get a customer service job. Like, let me just work this dead end job and hope that one day I fucking get promoted to a manager or whatever. And I make, I don't know, $20 an hour and my whole life is fucking magical. That was my plan. And it was because I felt like life was over if I didn't graduate. I felt like there were no possible options. I didn't feel like I could be a business owner. And that's my passion. My why is because I know what it felt like. I know how it feels to be on the other end of stuckness and procrastination and confusion and feeling lost and just feeling like, what the hell am I going to do? And feeling like all these other people are putting their opinions and their views on how you should live your life onto you. You're trying to live up to your parents' hopes and expectations of you. You're trying to keep up with your friends. You're trying to, finally move out on your own, get a car, live this glamorous life, go on vacations. You're trying to do all these things and really not know what the next step is. So that's my why. So remember, number one, figure out exactly what you want. Number two, figure out why you want it. And then number three, be fucking willing to do what it takes to make it happen. When I first started out on my business, I was just like, oh my God, I don't know how I'm going to make money coaching, but I'm willing to find out. And you know what I did? I used Google. That's exactly what I did. I remember typing on Google, how to make money as a life coach. And then you know what that did? That gave me incredible people like Marie Forleo, like Gabby Bernstein, like Ayanna Van Zandt. It gave me all of these people for me to figure out what their strategy was, for me to figure out a way to make money in this business. Every single thing. There is no such thing as I don't know how. There's no fucking such thing. We always know how. We're just choosing not to. The safe answer is I don't know how. When in reality, the best thing for us to do is really just start to look at it differently, change our perspective and say, you know what? Maybe I don't know how I'm going to go from being $100,000 in debt from student loans to a multimillionaire, but I'm willing to figure it out. And once you get into that, listen to how that sounds. I'm willing to figure it out. That automatically puts you in a position to win. That automatically puts you in the winner's circle because you're already ahead of everyone else because everyone is so focused on how. So they're sitting on their couch, they're laying in the fucking bed, binge watching shit on Netflix because they're focused on how. When you are putting your best foot forward and you're saying to yourself, all I need to do is figure out my next step. How can I get one step closer to this thing? How can I get one step closer to making my dreams a reality? I can hire a coach. I can get a mentor. I can research the people who are fucking killing it in my field. There's always a matter of how to get it done. There's no such thing as I don't know how. You're just choosing not to know. You're using it as an excuse. Figure it out right now. I remember I was sitting on a plane and I was watching Hidden Figures. And if you're unfamiliar with the film, you totally need to watch it. It's totally inspirational and incredible. And it was about 3 African American women. And I think it was the 1940s or 50s. I don't freaking know what time of year it was. But this is... they were a part of the space program. It's totally Kennedy time, so it's the 60s. I just remembered. But they were talking about the concept of the movie is how these women broke records and things like that, and how, you know, they fought for African American rights to be, you know, treated as equal, whatever. But the core thing that I learned from that movie is that it doesn't matter how, you know? Kennedy didn't know how we were going to fly into space. Russia didn't know how they were going to fly into space, but everyone was willing and committed to do what it takes to make it happen because they knew what they wanted. They knew why they wanted it. They knew that they were curious. Curiosity literally catapulted us into space. Our determination to make that happen catapulted us into space. Those 3 African American women, their desire to, you know, help America get into space, their love for math, their love for science, their love for all that thing, catapulted them into breaking barriers and all that stuff. And it wasn't because they sat around figuring out how we're going to make it happen. They literally were just showing up and putting their best foot forward. And little by little, they started making a change. They started really like breaking grounds in the U.S. Space Force. And it was incredible. Literally, they changed Supreme Court rulings, all of those things, because they knew what they wanted. They knew why they wanted it. And they were tenaciously driven to go out there and fucking make it happen. So when you think about your goals, when you think about what you actually want your life to look like, ask yourself, am I letting how am I going to make this thing happen hold me back? And tell me below in the comments. I literally, like, you guys know I can rant, I can whatever, but I really want you to gain as much as possible. So give me some hearts, give me some likes. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you're resonating with what I'm saying. Let me know what your dreams are. Let's speak it into existence. Let's literally just like speak it into the universe and let the world know what you're actually going after and trying to achieve. And I say all this to say that, like, I and Oprah and Iyanla and Gabby Bernstein and Julia Roberts and Beyonce and like all of these people that we look up to, Maya Angelou, like all of these people, they had a dream and they weren't sure how it was going to happen, but the dream was good enough. The joy of achieving that dream, the joy of literally working in their passion, the joy of doing the work catapulted them into the next level. Literally, your dream needs to be pulling you forward. You need to create a what you want in life that is so good, that is so juicy, that even though you don't know how to make it happen, you're willing to fucking figure it out. Like, that's the thing that separates successful people from unsuccessful people. Unsuccessful people want to be successful. They want more money. They want more time freedom. They want to fucking travel. They want to be able to go to their kids' soccer games. They want to be able to fucking bake cookies for their kids at PTA meetings or bake fairs or whatever it is that you want, whatever it is that unsuccessful people want. The only reason why they haven't actually achieved it is because they're stuck on the why. They're stuck on making excuses. They're stuck on blaming other people for their situations. They're stuck on, I can't do it. So I'm going to string smaller and I'm going to allow my goals to live in someday. Someday in the future, this thing is going to happen. And they believe that the version of them in the future is just going to make all the shit come true. But in reality, you need to be constantly growing and evolving and going and tapping into your next level in order for you to achieve those things. Someday only becomes a reality if you are actually working towards the things that you want. If you are actually allowing yourself to say, I don't know how, but I'm willing to figure it out. That's the only mindset shift that you need to fucking work on. That's what I literally help my clients do. Like, mindset is everything. When you have the mindset that says, I am going to figure it out because I want it bad enough, you will fucking do the work. I think about me and, like, you know, finishing my degree and my my difficulties with math and with science and all those things, it's because I didn't want it bad enough. I never wanted to go to college, you know. And I went to community college too, by the way. So that was just a double-edged fucking negative of something that I don't want to do. But actually, I wanted the college experience, but the actual degree, I felt like I could have lived life without it. But that's neither here nor there. When I look back on my life, I always ask myself, like, if you fucking wanted it bad enough, you would have done it. You would have hired tutors. You would have, went and spoke to my guidance counselors. I would have went and spoke to my teachers. I would have figured out a way at bare minimum to get a C, to fucking finish it, to get the degree. But that wasn't for me. That wasn't my path. And that's why I didn't figure it out. That's why the how didn't pull me. But it isn't because I gave up. It was just because that wasn't what I truly wanted. I don't want to fucking teach English. My purpose and my calling in life is for me to motivate the crap out of you to literally achieve your biggest possible dreams. My job is to fucking help you propel yourself forward. Literally. I'm like a fucking bow and arrow. Like, I'm ready to shoot you into the future so that you can see what is possible for you. So, if you are ready to get your ass kicked, I have a 4-month program called Ugly Truth. Literally, it is private one-on-one coaching with yours truly. You will speak to me every week. I will get into your deepest subconscious and literally help you rewire, reprogram your mind for abundance, for success, so you can start living out your dream life right here, right now, in the present moment. It is a 4-month commitment. Literally, we're going to be transforming every aspect of your life, every area. That's health, that's wellness, that's relationships, that's romance, that's all that jazz. And we're really going to get into the bottom of how to actually figure it out. What steps you actually need to be taking in order for you to make those things come true. So guys, if you're interested in working with me one-on-one, comment below. Let's schedule a call. Let's see if we're a great fit for each other. Again, it's me, Lakeisha from OurLipsAreMoving.com. I am your favorite fairy godmother in the whole world, and I love you, love you, love you. Happy Tuesday. Mwah.